night, and yet the Honorable Prime Minister, his faith continued, and he said he wanted to pay respect to the mandir, to the murtis, and he came around at 6:50 in the morning, and in a drizzle of rain, bare feet, and he and his wife, they walked right up to the mandir and the murti. Initially, the sadhus, we performed a special welcoming ceremony with the garland and applying the tilak on his forehead. And he was extremely happy. And one of the things that was shared was that he had always wanted to do darshan on Janmashtami. And I expressed that when Lord Krishna was born, it was raining. And it just happens that in amidst rain, he went with his full faith to the Murti. He did an arti. Then personally, he and his wife prayed, and then he placed flowers before Lord Shri Krishna and Radha, Shri Ram and Sita, Shri Mahadev and Parvati ji, and he met all the children and everybody. But I really wanted to express that
Yes.
what a way to begin the day with full faith and love. And he's a very humble man and a very able world leader.
What did he say? I know that he must have had a few words to say while he was there to you and the entire team there, Swamiji. What can you share with us? Because the British Prime Minister does visit temples. He does not make any bones about it. He, his identity, his religiosity, he wears it on his sleeve. What did he say? What words did he speak there?
He said that he was deeply touched by the environment and, of course, the Akshardham and the spirit of volunteerism. But more importantly, he believes that he is a Hindu and who really wants to help the nation that he represents and also the world. So he said special prayers, which were very private. But more importantly, he was
Yeah.
very happy and he felt very honored, and he passed on his prayers to the leaders and all the sadhus. So he was extremely happy for being able to have darshan of the Lord.
Just after he had landed, Swamiji, I'm sure you must have heard, he had said that, since he was very busy, he did not have time to celebrate Janmashtami. So perhaps this visit to the Akshardham Mandir has made up for that.
Yes, definitely. They performed Panchang Pranam, and in the Aarti before Bhagwan Swaminarayan and the Murtis, he was deeply moved, and I think both he and his wife.
Concludes the special so that we can
I
begin
think the
the
world
third
really
session.
needs,
Thank you.
as our Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Bhai Modi, has always said that culture and spirituality form a very important part of holistic growth. And he mentioned that, this is an era where we have to make up for the trust deficit. In
Yes.
that, I think this faith, faith in God, faith in people, and faith in tradition play a very important role.
Very, very important role. One final question, Swamiji. Obviously, this is a world that is not at peace right now, and we do know that Rishi Sunak and his wife have often said that they visit temples not just to pray for themselves and their families, but also to pray for the world. They have a lot of responsibility on their shoulders, and this visit comes at a time when all the world leaders, are in our city, in the national capital. So there must have been prayers offered for world peace as well.
101%. I believe this is at the core of every great leader, world peace and through faith. Let me remind you of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He often
Yes.
said that there are 5 elements that are very important for the growth of a nation. And he mentioned that health and education are important, critical technology is important, infrastructure is important, communication and IT, information technology is important. And then he always said that all these elements are important, but His Holiness Pramukh Swami had asked him that add a sixth, faith in God or faith in people, faith in the nation. And I believe at this time of G20, very rightfully, our Prime Minister, who does believe in this at the core, that to reintroduce faith in whichever higher being you believe in, or faith in God, faith in nation, and faith in people, plays a very important role
Yeah.
in just not creating, economic prosperity or political stability. But I believe it's humility that also takes us there. So I think this was a very important visit this morning, just at the time of Brahme Muhurte.
Very, very important message from you, and we appreciate it deeply, Swamiji. Thank you very much for joining us. The Akshardham Mandir, a beautiful place of worship that the British Prime Minister and his wife visited, not very far away from Rajghat, where that other beautiful image of all the world leaders standing around the Gandhi Samadhi has already gone viral, and justifiably so. So we thank you very much for joining us and giving us your insights into what was clearly a very, very special visit by the British Prime Minister. Thank you.